It started like any other week for the Driscoll family, but within hours, everything they thought they knew about their son Will would be ripped apart. When Will didn't step off the train after his school trip, panic took over the household. Calls went unanswered, messages stayed unread. And as the minutes turned into hours, the silence felt heavier than ever. Ben tried to stay calm, but the worry in his voice betrayed him. He packed a bag and headed straight for Hull, their old hometown, determined to find his missing son. Back home, Eva stumbled across something that stopped her cold, a folded note tucked between Will's things. It wasn't just a note, it was a love letter. Handwritten, emotional, and clearly meant for someone important. The words hinted at something secret, something forbidden. While Ben's search led nowhere, the police soon arrived at the family's pub to open a formal investigation. Eva's heart sank as she welcomed the officers inside, unaware that just across the street, Will was watching. Hidden in the shadows, he lifted his phone and made a quiet call, his face tense, like he was following someone else's instructions. Moments later, Will slipped behind the pub and approached little Lily, handing her a 20-pound note. He asked her to fetch something for him from inside, his passport. But instead of obeying, Lily hesitated, sensing something wasn't right. When she told Eva and Ben what had happened, their world spun again. Will had been there all along, and now he was gone again. Ben's frustration boiled over, the relief of hearing Will was alive mixed with anger that he'd run off once more. But before the tension could break them, Will suddenly reappeared, this time with someone unexpected. His old athletics coach, Megan. She explained that she'd found Will sleeping in the sports complex back in Hull, using the locker room showers to clean up. She said she drove him straight back to Weatherfield, insisting she only wanted to help. On the surface, it sounded believable, but Ben wasn't buying it. He could sense something deeper. Megan's calm voice and perfect timing didn't feel like coincidence. Still, Will brushed off every concern. He told them he wasn't happy about the move and wanted to stay in Hull with his friends. He claimed the love letter Eva found was old, something that didn't mean anything anymore. Eva tried to keep the peace, vowing to rebuild the family dynamic no matter what it took. But Ben couldn't shake the feeling that his son was hiding something much bigger. And he was right. Later that night, under the flickering glow of a streetlight in the Ginnel, Will met up with Megan again. They hugged quickly, but it wasn't the warmth of comfort, it was secrecy. They whispered about keeping people off their trail, about lying low until the time was right. Megan's words cut through the silence like glass. She told Will to stop being reckless, to stop drawing attention. And as they parted ways, her voice dropped. We'll be together again soon, but not if you keep messing this up. It was clear now. Will's secret wasn't just teenage rebellion. Rumors have begun to swirl that what's happening between him and Megan may not be what it seems. Some viewers believe Will is being groomed, trapped in a situation he doesn't fully understand. Others think he's been manipulated into believing it's love when it's really something far darker. Whatever the truth is, one thing's certain, he's in deep, and it's tearing his family apart. Back home, Ben and Eva have no idea just how close the danger is. They still believe their son's struggles are about moving towns and missing friends, not realizing that a much bigger threat is unfolding right under their noses. And while Will tries to keep his secret buried, every move he makes is only drawing more suspicion. The disturbing part is how normal everything looks from the outside. A family smiling, a son returning home, a coach lending a helping hand. But behind closed doors, the line between care and control has blurred completely. Now, the question everyone's asking is simple. Will the truth come out before it's too late? Or will Megan's hold on Will tighten until there's no way back? Because one thing's for sure. Whatever's happening behind the Driscoll's door, it's about to explode. And when it does, no one in that family will ever be the same again.